Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I will continue where I left off. So last day we did the setup of the app right with Flutter, and today we will start with the login process. So we will create a user, and then we will do the login using the app right authentication, email and password. So here I have made small changes. Before that, there was an issue with the last time where the when our app was not running. So basically, after going through a few documentation or Stack Overflow, I found out that we have to just add this line use framework in order to make it work again. So after that, I just did a pod deintegrate and then did a pod install, and it started working fine. So now if you see here, I have my main. So here I have added the client as usual that we did in the last video. It is already there. And now I have created a login screen. So direct from the material app, we are going to the login screen. I have created a form key, and then I have created a model, create login model, which simply contains email and password. Okay. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so now if you see here, I have created, I have used a scaffold. I have added an app bar with the text login. Then we have a form. I have used that key here. So I have added a form key and then used a padding widget. Inside that we have this column, and there I have two text field. One text field contains email and it has a validator. So it is say if there is any value or not, you will say enter the email, or else you will just return null. And on saved, I will just save the email in the login create model. Similarly, I have added some padding here or the sized box, and then I have it for password. So the validator is for 6, but we'll see later that AppWrite doesn't allow any password less than 6, less than 8. So we will change it later. Okay, so now I have added a button. So I have added a submit button. Here what I am doing is I am saving, or I am using the current state dot validate to run all the validate method, and then I will, if it passes, we will do the save, and then I'll just show a snack bar which say logging in, and then I will call a method auth helper instance dot login email and password, and I will pass the email and password inside this function. Now, where is this function, right? So I have created a auth helper class and created a singleton. So here if you see, I have created an instance and I have created a singleton class of auth helper. Inside that I have used share preference to just save the login status, or what is the login status, true or false. Okay, and then here I have the function. So before I do that, we have seen that we have to create an account object. So I have created an account object from the client, and now I am creating a session. So instead of creating a user, I am creating a session because this is a login. So here I have done models.session. Why? Because session is present in model and it was giving me error. So when I remove model, you will see that we have a error with account, because account is also present in model. So that's why I have used a prefix, so I have added a, what do you say, it's a prefix to this, and then I can use it here. So model dot session, and then I have created a session. If the session passes, like if the function passes, I am storing the client ID as well as the email and the password, and then I am setting the login status to true. Otherwise, if I am getting an error, I am rethrowing it and handling it here. So if you see here, I am checking if I have got a result true, then I am showing logged in, or else I am just showing the error. Okay, so before you change or before you do anything, I would like to tell you that we had not done one simple step, is that when we created this image, right? When we created this localhost. So when we created this project, we added a app bundle, right? So it is com dot company dot note keep, but we had to change it, and we had to change it to com.keep.keep. So basically what we did here is we have removed the we have replaced the com.example.notekeep that is already given by the when we created the package to com.notekeep.notekeep. Otherwise we'll get an error that this project has not been added to appright. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Now we will come here and we'll see. So let's say I write tkarmakar@gmail.com, and then I say okay, password 123455656. Okay, so when I submit, it will show me what's the error we are getting from the appright server. We are saying the password must be at least 8 characters. So let's say okay, we give 8 characters, and now I will do the login again. Now it should say, yeah, invalid credential, check email and password. So because we have not created an email and password with this user. So now let's do that. Let's use the actual email that we have created a user with. So it is test@gmail.com. So I will just write test@gmail.com, and you will see that we will get a login, and this login will also get um, so if you see here the usage, oh no, not the usage. uh, if we go inside this user and then we see session, you see we have session at this moment, and also the activity. So you see we have all the activity logged here: session create, session update. So everything is here. Yeah, so the login process is done. So since I was not able to show you the like how I write the code, right? Because last time I created the complete tutorial for this, but I forgot to unmute my mic and it was completely voiceless. So now login screen, I will also create a sign up screen. So sign up screen dot dart. Okay. So similarly, I will just copy this whole thing and paste it in the sign up. And just what I will do is instead of login screen, I will do sign up screen. Now I will use the same thing. I will use the email and password instead of login. This will become sign up. Okay, email, password. Okay, and instead of submit, I will write create account. Create, yeah, account should look nice. Okay, so now instead of calling this login, we will say sign up, and then I will create a method with this here. So with this, what I will do is I will just do the same thing. I will copy this, I will paste it out here and make it a async function. Okay, okay, so now I got S and T, so I will write S and T here, but this doesn't look good, right? So I will use proper naming convention or the proper variable name. Okay, so now we have added, now we have to create email session. So now we have to do a create or let's see the documentation. We'll go to appright.io, we'll go to docs, we'll go to authentication, we'll go to Flutter. It's just a create account. So yeah, that's good. So I will do this same. I'll do the same. So I think we should have to also create an email session, but before that we will use this. So final user, and then we will create a unique user ID. We will pass on the email, and then we will pass on the password. So what this will do, it will create a unique user, and then we will use the same user email and password to log in. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. Let's do one thing. Let's run this application. Okay, so yeah, so this was the one with package name app.html, example.nodekeep, and this was the app with delete, and this was the app. This is the app with app.nodekeep.nodekeep. I will uninstall this both. It should be a fresh install. It may take some time because my CPU is running at full length or full speed, max speed. We can ignore this. This is auto generated. And then we have this. So we are not using this user, right? I don't think we need this also, because we are also getting the email and password, and then we can store the client code. So let's see. After an account is created, it can be verified through account verification route provided by AppWrite Account API. The user doesn't need to be verified to log in, but you can restrict resource access to verified user only using permission. So this is not an issue for us. We will not be verifying it now. We'll do this in the later video. So let's see what we can do it here. We can, if I can remove it, maybe. Okay, let's not remove it. Before that, we'll use a breakpoint to check whether the data inside the user is present or not. I have also uploaded the code to GitHub, so I will just paste the private, or sorry, the public repo link. You will be able to access it as soon as I make some changes to it. You will get all the, you can just check the project in GitHub. So if you see here, I have created a singleton class. So it's basically means that whenever you are trying to call this object of this class, and you will get the instance, you'll always get a single instance, and it will not, this will not, like, you will not be able to create multiple object of this class. You will always get the same instance. So you can also achieve this using a packet get it package. So instead of using that, we can directly write these 3 lines, and it will do the trick. Let's see. Let me go back to the different screen, so that once it's done, I will come back to the live screen. app is running. Okay, so if you see here, we don't have any way to go to the sign up page, right? So we need to go to the login screen, and after this button, elevated button, we need to add a text, maybe text. It should say don't have an account, sign up. Okay, and then I will just wrap it with the, let's wrap it with a widget. I'll make it a inkwell. Okay, so let's do a on tap functionality. Okay, so I will do a navigator dot push. I will remove this. I will do material page route. Then it will have a builder. We go to the sign up screen. Okay, all good. So now what I will do is I will click on this button, and we are in this create account page. So now I will write my own email, tkarmakar@gmail.com, and then I will give a password as 12345678978. Okay, and then I will do a create user. So let's see what happens. So now when I click on create user, sign up screen, it will come to this part. So it will validate, it will show a snack bar. So login, no, creating user. Okay, okay, so now then we will go inside this function. Here I will first get a user, and then I will do a login. So let's see. So let me click on this creating user. Let's see if you have a user. Yeah, if you see here, we have a user, we have all the data of the user. Then we are creating the session, so it will create the session, and it says login. Now let's go back to our AppWrite user database, and let's see if we have that user or not. And if you see, we have the user tkarmakar, and then if we go inside this, we can see that we have one session, and we have a create, and then we have a session create. So we have created a session. Okay, so yeah, that was it for this video. We have uh, like we have oh we have done the create and the login process, and in the next video we will start with the storage functionality, so or the document database. So we'll implement the home screen, and then we'll see how to add a document inside the AppWrite database. So yeah, this is it. I'll meet you guys in the next one. Bye.